Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? All the way for a touchdown. An electrifying play by this returner. Takes it the length of the field to the house in a conference championship game.
You know, Chris, I don't know if there's anything that can affect momentum as much as a kickoff return all the way back for a touchdown. It gets everybody fired up. Now you've got the stadium behind you. Your offense and defense will respond. This could be a game-changing opportunity for them.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. We'll call for the fair catch here. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Peters. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a first down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
Gain brings the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Tight end goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Badgers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback's got it on the option. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
First down and 10 now. Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
This will be third and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They'll try to run for the first down. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost them 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Stopped at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down here for this offense. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll test the right side here. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. And the Badgers line up with a 1st and goal. They'll toss it to the right side. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Curry.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Huskies' offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. It's an option look. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a 1st down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's looking to scramble. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
2nd down play coming up. Trying to find room. It's Cross. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's going to take off here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Breaks up a 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
It's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They're trying to run it with the option. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the first down.
The Badgers keep the football on the move. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Lane. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm string that time.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger. Some good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
And the Badgers line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Badgers are in the red zone. They'll run it here. Some hard running there through a tackle.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT puts them up 3. kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Returner decides to field it. Returner tackled right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Finding some room at the 25. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. You bring it down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Snags a quick throw. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, a really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and, of course, the last couple of years with Michael Penix.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. Looks like Washington will have the first down.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Powering through. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfect. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
Thrown quickly. Caught in the right flat. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Ball handed off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Hits the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Instead of the chip shot to tie the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. And the Badgers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it 1st and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw, looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Oh, and it's intercepted. He went way up to grab that. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick this away to start the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they tackle him at the 8. The offense starts backed up on this possession. Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They're going to run the option. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Nothing doing on that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain that does not make the first down yardage.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Badgers pick up enough for a first down. There's the handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. The quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And the Badgers with 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Split backfield here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. QB decides to keep it here. Running through the tackle. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Really love how the defensive coordinator here is able to get that linebacker free and come up with a sack. Think about Washington over the years out in the Pac-10 and now the Pac-12. One thing you could always think about was great linebacker play, great safety play, and an intimidating presence by their defense.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Play action fake, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and when you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Badgers come to the line with 1st and goal. Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Still plenty of work here to do now on 2nd down and goal. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here we go. After a long drive, it's 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in or settle for 3? It's an option look. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That puts them on top in the second half. Methodical but effective. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. The Washington offense retakes the field here. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. And the same runner's got it again. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Fires it on the move. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
All that work you put in the summer with the receivers and the quarterbacks, this is where it pays off. This is where that trust really can play out. This receiver lines up on the right side of the formation, works all the way across, and the quarterback almost could close his eyes, knows exactly where his man will be, and puts it right on the money.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. Powers through.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. The ball will turn over on downs.
Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you're going to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught behind the line. It's Peters. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of their first down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Running back with the football. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Got a lot of time back there. Now throws it to the right. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And the Badgers will have to punt this one away. And here comes the fake punt attempt. Look at a throw. And the pass is caught off the fake, but can he get there? And the returner heads out of bounds.
Wow, how about that one, Chris? I really thought the up man was going to take off and run, but instead he throws it and fools everybody.
And the Badgers have 1st and 10 here. And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
We'll try to run it with the option. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
I mean, is this guy a threat or what? I've been so impressed by what he can do watching him this week on film. I was excited to see him get a chance to show what he could do, not just throwing, but watching him make plays like this.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. Take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The shotgun handoff here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Not able to connect, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield, he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off of that nice play.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
He's moving out of the pocket. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. The Huskies looking to run some tempo here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. And the stop made just short of the goal line. They'll put it at the 2. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the extra point gets him within 3, 31-28. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. McGain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. On the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And now the handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. The Badgers will have first and 10 here. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the Badgers are looking to keep this drive going. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Finding space at the 20. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First and goal. A late touchdown here would just about secure the victory. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. And the quarterback will take a knee. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.